Parents don't need to see you during drop off and pickup, but what they need to see is a smooth, a well-oiled, tight ship that's running. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley Benz of ashleybenz.com. I am the founder and creator of Childcare Business Executive Tools, and I help the exhausted, overworked childcare business owner detach yourself from those day-to-day operations so you can truly step into that CEO role and ultimately reduce your working hours and gain a better work-life balance. So today, we're going to talk about 3 toxic myths that you believe about always having to be at your center. Now, before we hop into today's video, I would like to welcome anyone who is a regular around here. I would love to welcome you back to the channel. So glad to see you back here. If you are a new subscriber, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am super happy for you to be here and to find me here on the little interwebs of YouTube. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, be sure that you go ahead and do that. Go ahead and hit that little subscribe button. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit the bell so that you're notified of when I post up videos. Now, as always, you guys know, I always have you go ahead and get you a little sip of a beverage or something, a beverage of your choice. This is your time to invest in yourself. As a childcare business owner, we're going to spend about no more than 15 and 20 minutes today. So go ahead and get yourself comfortable, grab you something to sip on, and let's jump into today's video. All right, so let's jump into 3 toxic myths that you believe about always having to be at your center. So the first thing that I do want to talk about is the fact that about 95% of you all that's watching this video, that's a current licensed childcare business owner, you are working from open to close. And that is because there is this unwritten rule, or there's something that's unwritten in our industry that says that the owner of the childcare business has to be there from open to close. And this is something that is just a myth because it's just not true. And let me just make this very clear, okay? I understand. I have been in your shoes. And so I completely understand that it is a big weight on our shoulders we have people's children, right? It's not like we're selling retail or clothes or something that can be replaced, but this is someone's child. So I completely understand the weight that you feel on your shoulders. However, you do not have to be there from open to close. And we're going to talk about these myths that, like I said, that are unwritten in this industry that make you feel like you've got to be there from sunup to sundown. All right, so the first myth is that parents need to see you when they drop off their child in the mornings and when they come and pick up their child in the afternoons, okay? That is a myth, and that is not true. And so here is what parents need. They don't need to see you during drop off and pickup, but what they need to see is they need to see that the systems and processes that you have in place do 2 things for them. And that is, number 1, ensure quality for their child. And number 2, making sure that their child is safe, okay? I'm a mom, right? I have a 6-year-old. And so as a mom, I'm not really feeling like I would need to see you there all the time. When I drop off Nova, when I pick her up, I just need to know that when I do drop her off and pick her up, that I am putting her into an environment that is structured, that has a good, staff there and teachers. And so I care about the people that's there, but it doesn't matter whether or not you are there or not if your systems and processes don't do what they need. For me as a parent, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that is something that you are going to have to, a mindset shift, that you're going to have to shift your mindset into understanding that parents don't need to see you during drop off and pickup, but what they need to see is a smooth, a well-oiled, tight ship that's running, okay? Myth number 2 is that my staff, Ashley, just won't know what to do if I'm not there, okay? So let's talk about that. So here's the deal. They're only going to know what you train them, right? And so if you have this belief, that is because that you are really not confident. Let's just be honest, okay? We're just going to be honest about it here. But you're not confident in how you train someone, okay? Or you're not confident in who you hired. So if we really are honest, this kind of really all goes back to you, and you are the owner. So y'all know that I'm always about making sure that, me as the owner of my business, that I'm looking in the mirror and really trying to understand what is it that I have done that is causing this whatever, okay? And so in this case, if you feel that your staff won't know what to do because you're not there, again, that is because you have not trained them to know what to do, or you have just chosen the wrong staff and the wrong people in place, okay? It's going to be either one of those two things, but regardless of which one it is, it all points back to your decision making and how you've handled your team, or how you've not handled your team, okay? And the third myth is that the worst case scenario is going to happen if I'm not there, okay? Well, it could happen, right? Yes, something tragic could happen at your childcare business while you're not there. However, your job is to equip your team on how to deal with something like that if that was to happen. Now, I'm going to share a really quick story with you guys about the worst case scenario that happened to me when I finally decided to leave my center for a full week to go on a family vacation. So it was probably had been about maybe 3 to 4 years, and we had not been on a family vacation in about 3 to 4 years. So we finally, at this point, I had my staffing structure system in place. So my people were there. That was not a problem. We went to Savannah, Georgia. Okay, that's my mom's favorite vacation spot to go, is Tybee Island. So that's where we went to. And the craziest thing, y'all, while we were on the road heading down to Georgia, so we're here in Kentucky, so we're coming from Kentucky going down south to Georgia. I think we might have been maybe 3 hours away from hitting the island there in Tybee, and we get this phone call. Now, we have been checking in with with the staff and stuff like that, just periodically, just making sure everything was good. So we get this phone call. The person that was in charge was like, Ashley, everything is okay. But she said that there had been a fire that was about 2 doors down from the center at a home. It was like, literally in flames. So here we are. I'm completely away, right? I can't do I'm on the road. And so anyway, but she said they did call the fire department. And the fire department explained to them, to make sure that they did go ahead and close the windows, because what happened was that this fire caused the electricity to go out on that entire block. So they rose the windows up to because it was hot, it's summertime. And so anyway, the fire department gave them what to do and all that good stuff. The kids were napping, everything was fine. They sent out an email to the families. They did what they had. I had trained them on what to do if this was to happen. And sometimes, you guys, this is just common sense. Some things are just common sense. And I know what you're saying, but Ashley, there are some people that just don't have that common sense. But let me just say this, you guys. At some point, you're going to have to trust your team. That this was to happen, they would know what to do. And one of the things I would always tell my team is just if this was your house, what would you do? If you're at home with your own kids, or you're at home, and you've got children there, what would you do at your own house, right? And so a lot of the times you'll find that if something like that was to happen, the worst case scenario, which is this myth that's keeping you stuck at your center and making you feel like you've always got to be there, if that was to happen, people usually handle things pretty well. You'd be surprised, okay? So this is just one of those things you just got to trust your team. But I wanted to share this story. Like I said, when we heard about it, I wasn't shocked I wasn't like anything, because listen, y'all, the person I had in charge, she had it, and I knew that. And obviously, before we left, I made sure to put people that was, going to be the right fit to be a take charge kind of person. So anyway, that's a whole nother video. But in conclusion, I really want to say this. And I believe that this industry as a whole has really tainted the ownership side of running a childcare business, in the sense that, it's just kind of like, well, this is just the way that it is, right? If you're going to own a childcare business, you have to work from open to close for it to run successfully. And, it's a big liability. And, you just kind of hear these things. And I just believe that the industry has been tainted to make you believe, and me too, when I ran my center, that, well, this is just the way that it is. But I believe differently. And I will be teaching and advocating that differently, because I believe that owners need to have a work-life balance, and they should not be chained to their business, to their childcare business, because of these myths. It's just not true. So I hope that this has helped you maybe really have a mindset shift, and just kind of really just believing in yourself more, to say, you know what? It's okay for me to detach myself from my center and my childcare business. If you like this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Again, if you've watched this video all the way to this point and you have yet to subscribe, girl, honey, child, I need for you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because you know that this is what we talk about here on this channel. And it's just the real. It's the stuff that people are not talking about in this industry. So you've got to hit that subscribe button so you do not miss a video, and also hit the notification button. And that's what's going to ensure that you don't miss any videos. Now, if you are interested in joining us inside of our private Facebook group community, it is called the Childcare Business Executive Haven. It's our haven. This is where you come to get some rest. And how you get that rest is that I actually help you dive a whole lot deeper into exactly what we're talking about here today, by giving you live trainings, activities and things you can, action steps you can take directly at your center. And anyway, y'all, it's just a party over there. So be sure that you join us. I'm going to leave that link down below, along with any other resources that's going to help you in detaching yourself from the day-to-day and truly stepping into that CEO role. And if you are getting started, I've got you covered as well. Just look in the description box. There's going to be a free training, a video training for me, and a little roadmap guide that's going to walk you through the steps of how to become a licensed childcare business. So I think that's everything for today in this video. Again, thank you so much for being here. I hope you found this video to be valuable. And until the next video, wishing you success. I'm always sending you guys my prayers and success your way. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Edit that house thing out again. Hang on.